Jon, I want to go back to what you said about the alliance and preventing further realignment and poaching. We have a ton of people on our message board and the chat room and everything who have this idea that the Arizona schools are doing nothing but itching to go somewhere else.
Wrong.
But yeah, and can you kind of explain the why that would not be the case so that I can have this on tape the next time somebody sends us that conspiracy theory?
I mean, I can understand why fans would think it, and even fans of the Arizona schools might think it, but it doesn't. I don't think personally the Big 12 doesn't work for those schools. It doesn't work politically, academically, or culturally. Right? Those schools are aligned with the West Coast in every regard. The Arizona schools, their boards of regents, their presidents, their trustees, they want to be aligned academically with the California schools. Right? There is an immense value for those universities, not just athletics, but for those universities to be part of a conference that's got 4 of the best schools in the country, right? So from that standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. Most of those schools have huge fan bases and donor bases in Southern California, and Southern California is also where they recruit. So you would be kind of untethering them from so much of what makes them viable entities, right? I mean, those are not the Big 12 is Texas, right? I mean, even if Texas isn't going to be in it, it's still kind of a Texas Southern Plains orbit. The Arizona schools have no business being in an orbit in the Southern Plains. It's kind of like Colorado did. Colorado was a West Coast school culturally, politically, academically. Same with the Arizona schools.
Jon,
I hope that helps. I hope that helps.
No, it made a lot of sense. Made a lot of sense, yeah.
And I think a lot of that, too, comes just from the uncertainty, though, Paul. There is a lot of it's just wishful thinking, but I think some of it, too, is just the uncertainty at times with California and how that state's being ran and NIL and things like that they feel like maybe that will cause some, great disagreement that causes others to go elsewhere. But you've laid it out there great. But speaking of NIL, Jon, how do you feel